Grüezi miteinander. Hello, everyone. Again, this is Anyam, and it's rainy day here in Switzerland. So, day off ako today. But since it's raining whole day, I am just staying here at home. So, relax lang muna, slow days. So, minsan kailangan din po natin yon since I was really busy working in the last few weeks. So right now, I just felt like looking back on my journey and sharing you again my journey from being a Filipino nurse to working to Germany as a nurse to here in Switzerland. So how a simple dream from the Philippines brought me here today as a nurse working here in this beautiful country. So, why I decided to become a nurse? So, when I was younger, after graduating high school, hindi naman talaga pumasok sa isip ko or really clear to my mind na I want to be a nurse. So, during that time, nag-apply na ako actually sa isang college na malapit sa amin. I think it was a management course or something like that. And nung bata ako, I want to be talaga to be a singer. Tapos to be a teacher, ganyan. Pero as a nurse, hindi talaga. And then, at one point, I remembered na my sister na nag-work sa England, yung breadwinner namin. Tumawag siya sa landline. Landline pa nun before eh. Tapos, sabi niya sa akin, Ann, tapos ka na mag-high school, so why not take up nursing? Sabi ko, okay, nursing. So, how? Parang wala akong masyadong idea. And then, ayun, naghanap na kami ng university na nag-offer ng nursing course. And at first, parang medyo na-hesitant ako kasi mahal talaga ang nursing course sa Pilipinas. As in, talagang 1,000. Siguro, during that time, it was 15 years ago. Sorry, Gen Z. It was 2000, 2004, 2005. Parang ganun. Nasa mga around 50,000 na yung course for semester. So, it's really a big money that time. But, yung sister ko, since nandun siya sa England, and then naano niya na siguro nakita niya na isa ang nursing job na talagang in demand sa UK. So, kaya yun yung talagang course na sinabi niya sa akin. Since siya naman yung magpapaaral sa akin, 'di ba? May rights din naman siya to say anong course, 'di ba? So, ako naman basta may magpaaral sa akin, go, sige, kahit kahit ano na lang, 'di ba? I just want to continue my study. So, to cut the long story short, yun, nag-take up ako ng nursing. Pumasa naman po tayo sa board exam ng one try lang, thank God. And yun, nagkaroon tayo ng nurse license. What life was like as a nurse back home. So, during that time I graduated as a nurse, akala ko noon magkakaroon na ako ng job agad sa hospital or sa mga clinic. And then hindi ko na-expect na sobrang hirap pala makapasok sa mga hospital. Ang dami nilang mga pre-check ng kung ano-ano. Dapat may backer ka, may experience or whatsoever. Sobrang nahirapan akong pumasok and mag-apply. So, my first job was in the SM Mega Mall. Natandaan ko pa yon sa Mandaluyong. Yun, dun po, nag-apply ako sa isang facial clinic. So, uso that time yung mga facial, mga puts pa. Well, until na uso pa naman. But I was, ano man tawag sa amin doon, parang ano kami, parang health assistant clinic or something like that. So, yun yung first job ko. So, opening up to closing ang hours ng work namin doon. Tas one day lang ang off from Monday to Sunday. So, yun, natatandaan ko talaga. Tapos, ang salary ko is around 7,000 yun eh. 7,000 pesos working on the mall. Sa nagpe-facial kami, ganyan. Tapos, nagpuputs pa, yun. And then, siguro tumagal ako dun ng mga ano lang, 6 months, mga ganyan. Kasi parang, I just realized and also my ate said to me, parang wala namang, hindi naman siya related sa work as a nurse and I need an experience para makapunta ako ng abroad. So, naghanap ako ngayon ng ibang opportunity. So, apply ulit tayo sa mga hospital, wala talaga natatanggap kahit mga volunteer jobs. Hindi ako nakapasok sa volunteer jobs. And then one day nagkaroon ng isang program yung DOLE, Department of Labor and Employment and Department of Health. Kasi sobrang daming mga nurses and then walang mga trabaho yung mga nurses. And then nag-open sila ng ganong program kahit walang experience. So, it is paid from the government. So, yun yung sinasabi ko na kwento ko dun sa vlog ni Nurse Ventura before na I work sa community nurse and also sa island. And then 3 months sa community nurse and then 3 months dun sa hospital, General Hospital ng island. And then dun sa program na yun included yung province ng father ko. And then hindi pa ako nakakapunta sa province ng father ko that time. So ang sabi ko, "Uy, sakto, pwede ako mag-apply dito." Nag-apply ako, nagpasa ako ng application ko and boom, yun, nakuha ko siya. Kasi nga, ano po yun, island talaga, sa island of Samar. So, hello sa mga taga Laoang Samar, yun. Dun ko nakuha yung first experience ko as a nurse. So, nag-work ako ng 3 months sa community as community health nurse and then 3 months naman sa hospital as sa emergency room and sa surgery department. Doon ako nag-work. And then nakakuha ako ng certificate. That's my very first certificate na talagang ang labeled is as a nurse. So, super happy ako noon dahil at least meron na akong experience kahit papano. And so, after that, nag-apply na kami ng sister ko going to England ng visa. So, during that time, hindi pa masyadong madali ang pag-a-apply sa mga abroad, sa mga nurses. So, ngayon kasi madali na, ang dami ng agency. During that time, pahirapan. Papasok ka muna as student visa, tapos pagdating do sa country, at saka mo na ipaprocess. So, yun, nag-start kami student visa, language, ang inaral ko doon for the period of 9 months. 9 months ba? Yes, 9 months. For the period of 9 months, nagkaroon ako ng visa. I was in England. Nag-part-time ako habang nag-i-study ako ng English. And then, unfortunately, hindi ko na-reach yung IELTS na score. So, kasi may base score talaga. So, napasa ko naman lahat siya. Pero yung pinaka-base score, kailangan each of part kasi 7 ang makuha mo. Meron akong isang 6.5 so hindi ako umabot. So hindi siya pwede i-apply as a nurse, a registered nurse in England. Although nag-work ako doon as healthcare assistant sa isang nursing home, malapit doon sa tinutuluyan ko doon sa ate ko. Doon ako kahit papano gain as well ng experience. Yung talagang sa mga dementia, grabe sa mga dementia. Abteilung, dun ako nag-start mag-work sa geriatry. So, dun experience ko lahat. So, ang work ko doon is 12 hours. So, depende. Bank ako noon. Bank ang tawag is kapag kailangan nila doon ng tao, tatawagan ka and papasok ka. Lagi nilang kailangan ng tao. So, may mga hours talaga na nakukuha ko. So, medyo kahit papano, kumita na tayo doon tsaka nakaipon-ipon na tayo. Yes, and of course, ayun nga, dahil nabigay lang naman sa ating visa is 9 months. So, since law-abiding law-abiding person naman po tayo, tinapos ko yung contract and tinapos ko yung visa and then bumalik ako ng Pilipinas. Hoping na one day makapag-apply ako ulit or one day makabalik ulit ako sa UK kasi nga nandun na yung ate ko. So, yun talaga in my mind, yung country na gusto ko talagang pagtrabahuhan. Hindi ko pa naisip ang Germany before or ang Switzerland. Wala pa sa isip ko. Ang naisip ko nun talaga yung mga English-speaking country like Australia, Canada, pero UK talaga yung target ko. So what inspired me to choose Switzerland? Well, actually, yun nga, hindi pa naman talaga nagbo-boom sa'kin yung country na Switzerland. Hindi ko nga siya alam before na part pala siya ng Europe. And then, my uncle na nagwo-work sa Italy, parang may kakilala siya sa Switzerland during that time. And then sabi niya sa'kin, magkakaroon ng first program ang Filipino, magkakaroon ng program ang Philippines and Switzerland, yun yung pinaka-pilot project. So, kung gusto ko, magpasa ako ng papers. Yun, siyempre ako lahat naman pinapasahan ko ng papers 'no, basta working abroad yun sa mga English speaking country. So, pinasa ko naman. And then siguro naghintay ako mga ilang months din yung inintay ko. Hindi ko nga ina-expect naman na meron tatawag sa'kin or makakapasok ako sa program. And then naka-receive na lang ako ng text na, sabi, there's gonna be an interview sa isang hotel and then, pupunta nga yung pinaka-head, Swiss siya ng pilot project. Yun na yun yung stag-year visa program, project in between Philippines and Switzerland na 18 months nga. So, yun nakapasok ako and then kinover nila yung, language training. So, language training tayo, sige pasok. Pumapasok kami sa Guti, sa Makati. I remember nag-e-MRT ako everyday. Tas papasok kami and intensive ang training nun, 6 months. We need to get the B1 certificate up to 6 months. So, yun, accept, sige 20 kami, pasok everyday. Sobrang hirap nung language, nung B1 exam, sobrang hirap that time. Kasi nga nasa Pilipinas ka rin naman. So, pag-uwi mo ng bahay, ang naririnig mo naman laging Tagalog, siyempre. Yan, di mo naman masyadong practice yung German mo. Although magaling yung mga teachers talaga namin, tapos talagang intensive yung training. And sinagot po lahat yon nung stag-year program. Sagot yung language training and then sagot din yung visa processing and then sinagot rin nila yung flight namin going to Switzerland. 'Di ba? So, during that time, I felt that, oh God, this is really parang answered prayer kasi hindi ako maglalabas ng placement fee. Kasi kapag pupunta ako, for example, ng Canada or ng Australia, if I start again dun sa student visa program or dun sa bridging program, parang kailangan mo at least mga 1 million pesos for the training, sa lahat. And dito, as in, wala kang babayaran. Bayad lahat yung language training, bayad nila yung exam, bayad. So, yun, nakita ko siya na really good opportunity. Kasi nga naman, wala naman ako masyadong ipon that time and wala rin naman akong pera. And then, syempre, yung sister ko lang naman nakakahiya naman. Every time na lang isusupport niya, 'di ba? Tapos, ang visa lang naman is 18 months. So, yun, ginrab ko yung opportunity. Kaya ako nakapunta ng 2012 dito sa Switzerland. How I felt leaving home. So at first, I was really excited actually. So hindi naman ako masyadong nalungkot. But nung nakapunta na ako ng Switzerland, the first few months, sobrang excited ka pa kasi sobrang masaya, tas sobrang bago lahat, ganyan. So, hindi ko pa masyadong naramdaman yung lungkot and yung sadness. After maybe mga around 4 months, ganyan, 4-5 months, yan, doon ka na feel na tahimik. Tapos, syempre, wala yung mga kapatid ko, tapos wala yung mother ko, yung father ko, yung mga nakikita ko everyday before sa Pilipinas. Wala, even yung mga ingay ng kapitbahay, na-miss ko. Tapos, yung sun, na-miss ko rin yun kasi sobrang lamig during winter time. Tapos, ang haba ng winter. Tapos, ang dilim kapag winter time, ang bilis magdilim. So, doon ko na-experience yung tinatawag nila na seasonal depression. So, totoo po yun. There is a seasonal depression. You felt na pagka dumarating yung season ng winter, medyo mas nagiging malungkot ka. And you feel heavier, ganyan. The sadness, you feel it. But right now, syempre sanay na ako doon. Pero during the first few months, yun, na-experience ko talaga siya. So, during dun sa stag-year visa, so, it is not bed and brothers. So, lahat po kami na nag-start nung training na yon, pagdating namin sa Switzerland, it was really hard for us. So, learning German was one of the hardest things I've ever done. I cried so many times, I remember, but I keep reminding myself lang na if others can do it, I can do it too, di ba? So, yun, it was so hard that time, pero yun, experience namin yun, and the journey was really beautiful. But since 18 months, we need to go back home. So, we need to accept that again. And then, going back home, and then pagdating po sa Pilipinas, ayun, processing na naman ulit ng papers, ando na naman yung mga frustration, okay, another choice, another opportunity na naman ang ihintayin. And then luckily, Germany opened their door sa mga Filipino nurses. Doon na nagsimula yon. And then the rest is history. I was in Germany for 8 years. I learned a lot in Germany. So it is still isa sa mga paborito kong bansa because it helped me grow. And it helped me who I am today. Doon ko na-experience yung real hardship talaga ng pagtatrabaho sa mga hospitals, sa nursing home, pakikisama sa mga iba't ibang klaseng lahi, iba't ibang klaseng culture. So I'm very thankful to Germany, as what I said, I always said. And my experience doon sa Germany, I always treasure it and it's always in my heart. And doon ko nakilala ang aking partner. Syempre, my partner's family, syempre, nandun din sa Germany. So, it is part of my system. So, but of course, there's always a dream that you really want to fulfill and want to achieve. When that time, 2012, when I came to Lucerne, kasama ko doon yung binisita ko noon na ate ko doon. Tapos my tita and my cousin, ganyan. And then when we were leaving sa Lucerne, sabi ko talaga babalik ako dito and dito talaga ako mag-work. So I don't know when, I don't know how, but I'll come back. Yun talaga, yun nasa isip ko. Nasa boat kami noon, naalala ko talaga. It's still on my mind na sinabi ko yun. Well, hindi ko naman siya sinabi sa lahat ng tao. But sinabi ko sa sarili ko kasi ang ganda noon, nasa boat kami. Tapos may mga Alps na nakapaligid. Tapos parang yung background, romantic. So, naging emotional ako that time. Tapos sinabi ko yun. Tapos, syempre, hindi mo alam na kikinig pala sa'yo si universe, diba? Tsaka si God. So, yun. So, of course, hindi naging madali yung journey. But it was worth it. And maraming processing na pinagdaanan. Maraming mga hardship na pinagdaanan din. But it was worth it. It was really worth it. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for spending this rainy day with me. So if you are a Filipino nurse, if you're dreaming to work abroad, if you are learning German right now, believe in yourself, keep dreaming, keep pursuing, your time will come, and I'll see you here in Europe. I'll see you guys on my next vlog. Thank you. Ciao. Merci. Adieu. Bye.